All right. So check it out, guys. Yesterday was the 10th on a Tuesday. So it was this trade right here. It was Tuesday, and AJ makes his best moves during the Asian session. So we're gonna see right here. Yesterday I did an entry 91.189, and it closed out at 91.549. A total of $350 profit, 36 pips. As you can see, we can go over here. The entry 9189, close 98. Well, close right around there. So about 90. Let's do. I don't know why I said that. 91. Let's see, 549. Where it close at? Definitely not. Let's do entry price 9189. See, and closed out. Oh, I'm sorry, closed out at 9489. So, and my stop loss, I'm sorry, was 36 pips. So close was my profit, take profit. As you can see, it lines up 91.549. Commission, they took $5. The P&L stop loss, and the total is 353.87. All right, so I'm gonna tell you exactly why I took this trade. Um, Again, this darkened area right here is the Asian session. This is my 50 EMA, and as you can see, yesterday didn't have too much movement. All right, and my signal didn't come on and hit. And if you look the previous day on Monday, it actually shot up and hit this rejection right here. And then if you look next day, it was no news of any kind, so it kind of just there was some ugly price action right here. All right, and then if you can see, I seen this buy candle right here, and the reason why I didn't just take this buy or this trade just because it said buy. What I looked at was previous day highs and lows, and it broke out of the day prior previous high. So, and also I seen it could back and go up and reject this right here because there is some news coming up this afternoon, as you can see. Let's go down here. I have it right here. So there's some news that should be coming up at 6:30. CPI news for Australian dollar, and we'll see how that plays out this afternoon. I could potentially see it going back up to hit this, and then coming back down. But at the same time, I'm waiting for the only way I'll take a buy again is if it breaks on the outside of this rejection point right here. So this is the way I see it, like so. Let's see, where's my arrow at? Where's my handy dandy arrow? Or not? Here we go. So I could see it going up here, breaking above, and then coming, playing around, boom, boom, and then coming back down this way, potentially forming that M pattern. But the only way I'm going to take a buy again this close to this previous rejection is if it goes above here, breaks out, and then shoots back up. That's the only way. But until then, guys, let me just go up and tell you exactly why I took this trade again. Let's not get sidetracked. So I seen previous, like it says right here, previous day, high and low, ugly price action right here. Definitely don't want to mess with this trade. And another one, my buy signal came up. And here's my trend meter right here. See this green right here? It all aligns, boom, right there. And I can see it potentially going back up to this, like I said, this previous day. Let's make this a little bigger. Previous day, what a previous week, what a week's high. I ain't gonna say previous day, the weekly high. That's the way I saw it going. And then I also seen the retest off the 50 EMA. It bounced right here, came back up outside the previous day high. So that's why I took it for 36 pips. All right. And that was just the reason why I did 36 pips is because if you look right here, my stop loss went down to the low of the previous day. So it gave me some room. So it actually went up to 40, let's see, 47 pips. So it was a 1 to 2.8, 1 to 2.9, 2.8 actual risk to reward. So, but I only did it to 36. I did a 1-to-1, 36 and 36. And guys, that is pretty much it. The reason why I took this trade. And I only trade this thing off during the Asian session, because that's the time it moves the most. And let's go ahead and look at the markets. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the markets real quick. Share screen. Tag screen. Okay. So, or not. Let's see. Why didn't it show? We're gonna stop this. Share screen. Let's do this. Okay, so if you look at it right here, there is some CPI data. And if you're new to this, you can just go ahead and click this right here. You can see, and this is what I like to do. I like to back test, go back to November 29th and October 25th, just to see how it played out. One was a negative and one was a positive, 6.9 negative, 7.3 positive. Let's just go back and see how the market moves and how much it fluctuates. It might not have, you never know. And so just go through and read some of this stuff. I'm not going to social intelligence right now, but this is consumer price index for the Australian dollar. It's coming through at 6:30 p.m. tonight. And then Wednesday, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that was yesterday. I'm sorry. Boom. So that didn't really, no, that's today. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. And then today is Wednesday. So there's nothing Wednesday. All right. So, sorry, guys. So there's nothing Wednesday. That's today pretty much. So we're not looking at CPI at all. So it might make some moves tonight. You never know. We'll go off of that and see. So I'm just not going to sit here and tell you which way I think it's going to go, or I know it's going to go, because I don't. I just pretty much play off of what the market shows me. And then the big day Thursday, CPI for USD. And this is going to be pretty big for the US dollar if you trade indices in the USD GBP pair. I pretty much don't trade any of those pairs. I pretty much just stick with AJ and in indices. But tomorrow I'm not trading indices due to, if you look right here, CPI news is 7:30. I'm not trading that. And then Monday is a bank holiday, so won't be no movement on that. As far as JPY, the Japanese yen, Tuesday is the next biggest day for us. If you're trading this pair with me, this is, and then we're gonna go off of this. This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Let's go back to this screen right here. Share screen, window. All right. My biggest advice for you is do not trade the news whatsoever. The reason why I say don't trade the news, because the news can be very volatile, and it can have some ugly price action, up and down movements. Most of these big trades right here, if you see right here, most of these big moves, like right here, boom, all these big moves pretty much came when there was no news. All right, there's no news on these pairs, on this pair for these big moves. And AJ is pretty smooth. It's a pretty smooth and let me get rid of all this. AJ is pretty smooth for the most part. And I'm going to show you something that can actually help you out too as well. If you go to consolidation right here, this consolidation zones, you can go up here and just buy NFA, in phase on. And this helps me out pretty good. So let's go ahead and clear this chart up so you can see. Let's get rid of 50 EMA. Let's get rid of the sessions. Let's just do, and then let's do Darvish. Get rid of Darvish. So see how this is pretty smooth. Right now it's in consolidation. So let's just draw a big line for both let me get rid of everything. Let me see. Let's get rid of opening. Except for this. See how smooth this is right here? All right. So as you can see, so don't take, once you see this, don't take any trades inside of here. This is consolidation. All right. And this pretty much comes up, it paints, it doesn't repaint. That's what I noticed. Consolidation right here. This is on a Wednesday of last week. All right. You can take this one. I normally do 50 and 50 most of the time I trade, unless I see something different. So let's just go 50 and 50. Boom, you see that? And as you can see, it came into another consolidation. Let's just put this right here, consolidation, and broke through. So this is Monday of this week, I think it was. So if you look right here, it broke out. Let's get this down right here. 50 and 50. See that? Boom, 50 and 50. So these are two big, and these right here, like I said, if once you see this, what helps me out a lot. All right, this would helps me out of this consolidation. And then if you add, like I said, if you add the Darvis box, and I'm gonna show you this. So if you look at the Darvis box, and let's go to Darvis box so you can see. Look, Darvis box by H-E-Y-H-U-N, C-E-Y-H-U-N, Darvis sale box, and just put, like I said, if it's over the 50, just so you can get rid of the confusion. If it's over the 50, just put buy. If it's under the 50, then uncheck the buy, put the sell, because you're only looking for buys. Because if you put both of them in there, it'll have all this in it to confuse you. So right now, I'm just looking for buys, because the reason being it's over the 50, and I'm using the 50 as a support. All right, so if you look right here, nothing. All right, this was Tuesday of last week. Boom. Could have rolled this all the way down, all the way up till you seen this right here. All right. So even if you look all the way to the left, you have this. All right. So before this actually painted, you see it broke out. You could have took the trade right here. But if you didn't take this trade on Tuesday, boom, and you actually did your consolidation, you could have caught it right here on Wednesday. All right. And if you wanted to continue riding up, you basically, what you want to look for is you want to make sure it doesn't come below this marker right here, or this marker right here. I would say this one right here. You make sure you bring up this stuff, bring up your stops to break even, so that way you can take profit. You can continue riding it up. You would continue riding all the way until that's 200 pips. But if you would have seen it come around this marker right here, you kind of want to get out then, because now it's just going sideways. All right, y'all get what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm not confusing you guys. So right now, what I'm looking for, as you can see, this is all consolidation. All right, and I'll throw this 50 back up here. All right, so it's kind of teetering on that 50. Look like it's trying to, potentially, it could potentially go back down, or continue to go back up. The reason being, the reason I say that is, watch this. The reason I say this is because watch this right here. So if you look at the pattern, see this huge W pattern. All right, boom. Now it's consolidation. It might consolidate and then go back up. All right. So if you look at, there's a lot of points, rejection points right here. This is a pivot points. You have a pivot point right here. And if you continue to go back, now let's get rid of some. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that. All right. Now, however you want to trade and however you want to look at your charts, that's up to you. This is what I do. I normally put those things in, look for it, and then I turn it off because I don't like the congestion. So if you look right here, some more support resistance points right here. This is the resistance point right here, because I hit them off the pivot points. So if you look right here, it's really looking like it's trying to fill this gap up in between here. All right, and then it might reject off here. All right, that's just the way I see it, my bias for this market. But right now, we don't have anything potential. You can scalp inside of here, because if you look, this box right here is actually 90 pips, 94 pips. So we're looking for the biggest move right here. So we're looking for it to break out of this box and potentially shoot up for about 137 points or pips. All right, and that's what we're looking at. And if you see, there's some news coming in Wednesday, 1700. Again on Monday of next week, 1800. That's the Westpac Consumer Confidence Index and confidence change. All right, but today at 17, you're looking at just a balance of trade. So this is a good thing. We might potentially, like I said, see this area get filled again. Reason being, I say that because if you look, you actually see this long impulsive candle that happened on the 19th of December. So it pretty much filled all this back in right there. All right. But I'm looking for it to fill in up here again. So that's pretty much what we're looking for, guys, right now. That's a good focus for me. So other than that, you guys have a blessed day.